Sonic is a profitable brand that has influenced pop culture in many different avenues, whether it be good or bad. You can't deny the legacy of the series as a whole. In recent years though, Sonic has become more like a weird-ass old-head uncle who still thinks he's cool and hip. I don't like that reality, and I want Sonic to get his just deserved. With Sonic getting a new movie, I believe in my humble opinion, the best way for Sonic to become a pop culture icon once again in this reboot-filled era is through a TV show. I know Sonic has had cartoons in the past. I haven't watched a lot of them, I'll admit. I won't lie to you guys, I've only watched Sonic X. But from what I've seen, a lot of these shows just don't hold up. I think Sonic has the most potential out of a lot of them to thrive in this empty market. So today's video, I'll go over a few points on how I think a Sonic show should be handled and how it should look and how it should feel in today's era of cartoons. 3 points I'll be going over are character, art and animation, and story, with a little bit of music drizzled in there. So let's get started, shall we? It's juice and jam time. Gotta go fast. You're too slow. Come on, step it up. Meow. That's no good. No copyright law in this universe is gonna stop me. Ah man, why did Sonic say that last one, bruh? This man's series is in shambles right now. So Sonic, cartoons, animation, and character designs have changed and evolved, or devolved depending on who you are. But it's always changed, and I believe the next form Sonic should take is his Sonic Mania character design. I believe we can all agree that this is probably one of the best Sonic designs that we've gotten in years. It's fluid, it's pretty, and it sticks with you. It combines the original pea-size Sonic but gives it its own flair. I know there's already small shorts with this style, but it needs to be a full-time series so it can show off its flexibility and push the limits of its potential. In recent years, Sonic fan art has been memed and tarnished to death, to the point where looking for fan art is just a pain in the ass. Jesus Christ, that sound like Sammy.
I'm had with all you frickin' trolls and all you frickin' haters and all you frickin' Sonic fan fricks!
So I believe if we got the Sonic Mania art design, it'd create and birth a new wave of adoration for the Blue Blur. I also really love the comic book style for this show. It's so pretty, man, just look at it. The backgrounds on that show are so very distinct with this look that yells Sonic. So that can stay just as it is without any changes being made, in my opinion. The music for this cartoon should have like a modern but retro vibe, similar to like Steven Universe. If those requirements were made, then I believe we have a fantastic visual and audio experience that is a treat for the eyes and the perfect vision for our dream show. It's gonna be short, but of course we're gonna have Tails and Knuckles as characters. I think the show should take inspiration from like Sonic Heroes, my personal favorite Sonic game, and bring in all the characters from the main teams, like the Dark Team Dark, and the Rose Team Rose, and the Chaotic Team Chaotix. New characters of Mighty the Armadillo and Ray the Flying Squirrel should be introduced as well. I like their dynamic, but it should be given more depth. For the villains, I don't want to go into too many details right now in this category, but we should definitely bring in Dr. Eggman as the main villain, Shadow the Hedgehog, Metal Sonic, and even Scourge the Hedgehog, which is a very underrated character. We could even introduce new villains to the Sonic mythos and lore, because a hero is only good as their villain. There shouldn't be any humans in the show, okay? No humans. None. Zero. And maybe, if we're lucky, my Sonic OC, Andy the Lewd Hedgehog, can have a place in the series. I just think he deserves it. He doesn't run fast, he slobbers fast. Ooh. Oh my god, what am I doing right now? the story of Sonic, I think the best route for the TV show should be like Adventure Time or Craig of the Creek, where the show is primarily episodic with things changing between episodes depending on where they want to take the story. The safest and the newest way to go with cartoon nowadays. Just look at the lineup of Cartoon Network and Disney Channel. Sonic's personality is often changing within each game and TV show in the franchise that he's in. I'd say make him a lot like Bugs Bunny, where he's on top of a lot of the situations he finds himself in, but he's still flawed in a relatable way. I'm not really sure if we've ever gotten a true and definitive version of Sonic's backstory, but I think it would do the show well to finally delve into it so we can have some clarity on why he does the thing he does and acts the way he does. For villains, I think we should bring in Robotnik as the main villain of the show, but he won't be like a really serious one. He'll just be like a joke character, and it doesn't have to be bad like the Sonic Boom version. We can also have Metal Sonic as a character, and if you want to go down that route, we can also put in Shadow the Hedgehog as a Zuko-esque character, because him and Sonic have always had that type of rivalry between the two. We can also have a subplot going on with Maria and him finding his own identity as a person again, well, as a hedgehog. We of course can't go without mentioning Silver, one of my favorite characters. He would definitely have to be in this series. He could play sort of like a supportive role to the main cast because he eventually becomes a good guy, and that'd be interesting. I've gone through a lot of the Sonic villains in the games, and they're all rubbish to be honest. They're taken way too seriously. They should tone down the angst just a little bit. This is Sonic, it doesn't have to be way too complex. Just stick with a simple narrative and it'll be alright, I'm sure. Simple yet nuanced is the best way to go for this show. Similar to like a Disney villain. This could do the series very well in the long run. We could have about 4 to 5 seasons. Sonic and his world writes itself. You just have to find a competent writer who is well versed in Sonic lore and is not just trying to cash out a check and further ruin the franchise by greed. I would definitely want Ian Jones-Quartey to be the showrunner because in the animation world, he's like the best suited for this role. Just check out OKKO and you'll see why. Heck, we've already even had a Sonic crossover, and that episode would be a great frame of reference for what the show would be like. If a Sonic show somehow gets made, I hope some random executive or creator somehow finds this video and takes inspiration from it, so we can finally get some quality content in our lives once again. Sonic really deserves to finally stop getting dragged through the dirt by the media and the internet, and hopefully, this Sonic movie does the character and franchise justice. Peace, YouTube.